Said to us here, we strongly believe that there are obvious signs that Nigeria, our country, will survive despite all the odds, all the other problems, challenges that may be facing the country. Of course, President or former President Olusegun Obasanjo is actually not new to controversy. He's not that kind of a man who will be intimidated at whatever the reaction of anybody is to whatever he does or he is doing. It is not the first time President Olusegun Obasanjo will be steering, should I say, the honest nest by writing lengthy letter. He did so, I think, December 2013 or 2014 thereabout, with a letter to the then President Goodluck Jonathan. The reaction to that letter is not actually very different from the one he released again this week to the country on the performance, perhaps people have said, his scorecard for the incumbent President Muhammadu Buhari. Damning verdict, you will want to say it. Straight to earth, you also want to say it. A score hitting the eye of the bull, some people will say it. And in actual fact, for sure, former President Olusegun Obasanjo is getting the kind of reaction deserved by that letter. I listened to some international media stations yesterday, Tobi, and it was a topic in focus on their newswave and the different analysis in these different international media talking about that letter of former President Olusegun Obasanjo to the presidency of President Olusegun Obasanjo. Well, again, some people will say we have been distracted from the different problems, issues around. Some people will say no, is a warning sign. Like Olusegun Obasanjo himself used that Yoruba adage to Goodluck Jonathan, so you have been seeing the reactions here and there. We are also offering you the opportunity this morning. Let's get your reactions to that letter. Before then, we'll be calling some people here and there outside the state to also get their view. Dele Ayodo is my name, welcoming you to the Citizens Forum Daybreak Show, Rock City 101.9 FM, the voice of the people.
And I am Tobi Joseph. Just like Dele said, a lot has been said about the letter, a very lengthy one, 13 pages.